Hello and welcome. This is Vex, and I'm gonna record an episode of Vex's Minecraft Adventures. I just got this game a couple days ago, and I've been playing around with it quite a bit and watching a lot of people's videos on YouTube of them playing it, and it's a really fun game. It's very open-ended. It's basically a sandbox game where you do whatever you want. I like doing the single player, and I'll show you my world. And everything you see here is randomly generated, so when you start a world, it generates a big, huge-ass world, and you get to explore it. You have to mine for wood and resources, and eventually you find metal by mining deep down into the earth, and you can set your own goals and do whatever you want. It's really fun. I actually recorded an hour worth of video in the same vein, like a Let's Play Minecraft, but for some reason the video got corrupted. I think it was due to my low hard drive space. The video began eating itself, like the temporary files. I was using Camtasia, the same program I used for Let's Play V x6, but I'm using Fraps this time, so hopefully it'll work okay. The videos are going to be gigantic, but I'll figure out what to do with them later. My house is over in that direction, but I was exploring over here. I actually found a little cave over here, but I'm going to save that for later. So I'll take you back to my house and show you what's going on there. Some waterfalls coming out of the mountain, tons of animals around, lots of sheep and cows. There was a cave up there that I explored, and there were actually a few treasure chests and things that I did not put there. The game generated them there. So that was pretty cool, and that gave me a few really good items like some metal bars, and it gave me some redstone, and I used that to make a compass, which always points to your spawn location. This right here, I plan on making a garden. I'm gonna fence this all off, and I'm gonna plant some seeds on here so they're nice and hydrated, and that'll be where I collect my wheat, and I can make my potatoes and whatever from that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna lay some steps down here, because I just had the idea for the garden. I'll make that easily accessible. These are little half steps, so you don't have to jump every time. That's a small cave that was already there. I explored this when I first started my game here, and there's really nothing in there. I might dig down there eventually, but I've got my hands full with the cave system inside my house as it is, and I'll show you that momentarily. So I've got my tree farm here. You can plant seeds for trees, and they can grow, so it's like a replenishable resource. Man, look at all the cows. Actually, I'm gonna mine some wood right now. Do I have an axe on me? I do. Okay. And after I mine this, I'll show you guys my house. Oh man, there's a lot of branches up in this thing. Tons of wood in this tree. I'm gonna have to lay down some dirt so I can reach it all. And here's a little sapling, so I believe I'm gonna plant that. So I'll prepare the ground with my hoe and plant my tree. I'm gonna put another one here too. Oh, that's not my hoe. Okay. Perfect. I'd like to collect some flowers too. Now, you can see off into the distance here, you could walk for hours and see new stuff, new mountains, new caves. This is my house right here. It's inside this mountain. And I built this monument so that I could spot where my house is from wherever I venture off to. And I actually plan on making improvements to this, like putting torches on all sides, like up toward the top, so it's more like a beacon, like a lighthouse. And I'd like to plant some flowers around there. Okay, so I'll show you my house. This needs a lot of cleaning up, and I might actually make my house out of wood instead of this cobblestone. It looks like a little bum hole right now, but I'd really like to make it nicer. And I might dig out this area and expand it actually, and have like more windows coming around, maybe wrapped around like a circular thing. Yeah, that'd be cool. That just came to me now. That means I'd have to tear all this down though, but it would be a good construction project. So this is my humble house. You can see I've got the glass windows here and the glass skylight. It's good for seeing what's going on. I got my furnaces here, my workbench. I got my chests. This one's got a lot of food and mushroom soup in it. I've got some seeds that I'll use for my garden, and this is wheat collected outside my door here. This was going to be my garden, but since there's no water here, the things really don't grow that well, so I'm going to make my dedicated garden over there by the water. Okay. I think I've got some flowers in here too. Yeah, red and yellow flowers. And I've got an extra painting, some bowls. Okay. This bench has a lot of building supplies, a lot of rock, a lot of steps, fences. I'm going to need to build more fences for my garden, because I want to fence it in. And I might use those for outside my house later too. I got extra glass, I got dirt and wood. Basically everything you need. When I make my improvements on my tower, I'm going to need to build some scaffolding up to the top, so I'll probably use dirt for that, because it's quick to dig, and even with your hands you can dig it really quickly. I got some extra doors here for when I expand my house and add more rooms. I might want to add a storage room or something like that, dedicated to just a bunch of chests. So I got extra armor and weapons here. I got some flares or torches. I got gold and iron. Well, I don't know if it's iron or steel. It's iron ore. Anyway, I got a bucket, a boat, some extra weapons. Let me see. I got lots of picks. I got this hoe here, wood. I'm gonna craft a few things. Try to save some space here. Sticks. I could use another axe on me. Actually, I'm gonna make an iron axe. So, for those of you who haven't seen this before, I'll show you how to craft items. You basically have to draw the picture of your item in this little window. So, I'm making an axe, so this is my handle. And this is iron, I believe, and I'm going to make the top of my axe. And there, you can see right here, you can pull it right out, and it's a usable item. I've got blocks of wood which I chopped from the trees. I'm going to turn that into more proper lumber there. Some usable material. I'm going to store the bulk. Okay. Yeah, I might build my house out of wood, although you can use, there's brick, although I haven't seen a lot of clay, so we'll see. I think wood would look pretty nice. Wood, maybe a wood base with a bunch of windows coming up, like a dome almost. Yeah. And actually I'd like to, this is for the future, I'd like to build a lookout tower up there, like an actual, like a bunker, right, like as high as I can go, and then build a staircase all the way down to inside my home. I think that'd be cool. So inside I can walk up the staircase and be right at the top up there. I think that'd be really cool. So I could look out over the expanse. Yeah. Okay, so what was I doing? Got some extra ore that I'll put here. Sign. That's some stone. Put that back. Okay. So that's the basic tour of the main part of my house. Like I said, I hope to do some renovations. And actually what would really be cool is to eventually build a bridge over to that mountain there. And maybe have a room in there. Just for stuff. I don't know. I haven't really explored that mountain. I'd like to do a walk around it and see if there's any major caves in it. That'd be really cool if there were. It's starting to get dark, so I'm going to go inside and show you my passageways that I got built here. Close the door behind me.